Why should you consider a biblical counseling degree without licensure? The MAC degree at Westminster, offered in collaboration with the Christian Counseling and Educational Foundation, does not offer licensure for future counselors. So why consider it? Here's a simple answer. Are you ready? The world is never going to grant license to the application of the gospel in people's lives. And yet that is exactly what they need. Biblical counseling goes all the way down to the depths of a human being, where the heart is wrestling against God, or trying to make its way through the world while 1,000 idols scream for attention. And because biblical counseling focuses on the heart, it can go deeper than any other form of secular counseling. David Powlison once remarked that all the psychologies and psychotherapies of his day were hitting a glass floor. Think of this as the opposite of a glass ceiling within a corporation. The secular approaches to personhood and remedies for suffering had hit a glass floor. They couldn't go deeply enough. Why? Because they could not account for the ultimate purpose of a human life and the ultimate joy toward which our heart strives. At another time, David said, "There is always some sun around which the planet of our lives turns." Biblical counseling knows what that is. It's God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And yet our lives are bent and broken and misshapen because we're constantly trying to flee from Him. Now, this doesn't mean that there are simple one-off Bible verse solutions to the complex problems of mental health and human suffering. In fact, the answers are deep. They're soul deep. And the biblical counseling addresses the soul in the presence of God. So why consider a biblical counseling degree without licensure? Because licensure is the least of our problems. What people need more desperately than anything else is not simply the latest clinically approved psychotherapy. They need the gospel, explained, incarnate, integrated with the nuances of their history and future. This isn't meant to discredit the value of licensure. Many of our alumni pursue that as well, but don't displace the revealed truth of God with a secular professional expectation. They are not equivalent. Learn the core first. That's what you'll find in Westminster's MAC degree. Rich biblical theology that engages with and critiques the historical and current approaches of secular counseling. You won't know how to solve everyone's problems with an MAC, but you will leave knowing exactly what they need above all else and what paths are available for them so that they can get there by God's grace.